contain sensitive and highly classified material. One classified document from the war in Ukraine was used to show the daily positioning of forces.
China has ended 3 days of military drills near Taiwan after practicing a blockade of the island. Our text series, The Scams You Need to Be on the Lookout For. People are losing tens of thousands of dollars in this scam. And a tradition unlike any other. John gets his first green jacket.
If there's anything better than accomplishing something like this, is making history.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us as we start a new week together. We do want to begin tonight with yet another deadly mass shooting in America. Tonight, the city of Louisville, Kentucky is reeling after 4 people were killed and 9 others wounded when a 25-year-old gunman live streaming the attack opened fire with a rifle inside a bank where he worked. Police showed up in just 3 minutes. He was killed in the shootout as a rookie officer clinging to life. That officer, shot in the head, has been on the force for just 10 days. The 4 people killed today at the Old National Bank were between 40 and 64 years old. One of those killed was a close friend of Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, who fought back tears and called all of the victims irreplaceable, amazing individuals. President Biden called the shooting senseless and once again urged Congress to take action on gun reform. We are not even 100 days into the year, and there have already been 146 mass shootings in this country. CBS's Roxana Severi is going to lead off our coverage in Louisville. We're reporting. Good evening, Roxana.
Good evening, Norah. Flags at all state buildings here in Kentucky are flying at half-staff to honor the victims in today's mass shooting. Police are trying to figure out why the gunman, who started working as an intern in 2018 at the bank behind him, and who had a business degree, turned violent, killing some of his colleagues.
333 City, Old National Bank. There's a caller advising public 8 to 9 people have been shot.
Calls to 911 started coming in just after 8:30 this morning. Within 3 minutes, police officers arrived at Old National Bank in downtown Louisville. The suspect fired his rifle at them, and police immediately began to exchange gunfire.
I have a description of a white male, Connor, 60 tall, white shirt, dark colored pants.
Start firing.
Troy Haste saw the gunman moments before running for cover.
Rivers next to me got shot and his blood's okay from it.
Louisville Metro Police have identified the shooter as a man in his 20s, Connor Sturgis, an employee at the bank.
Ultimately, the suspect did die at the scene. We're trying to confirm if that suspect died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound or was killed by officers at this time.
When it was over, 4 people were shot and killed, 9 taken to a nearby hospital, including rookie officer Nicholas Wilch, on the job just 10 days, who was shot in the head. Tonight, SWAT teams and investigators are at the suspect's home searching for a motive.
Call a friend left out his voicemail. He's going to kill everyone at the bank.
Governor Andy Beshear was visibly shaken.
We lost 4 children of God today. One official left us his friends.
Caleb Goodman's panicked wife, bank employees called him from a locked vault.
We heard multiple shots, and then everything got quiet. That's when the ambulance started arriving.
Officer Will remains in critical but stable condition. Louisville Police Chief credits her officers' bravery and quick action for saving lives and preventing even more serious injuries. Norah?
Roxana Severi, thank you. There's breaking news now from Nashville, where a black Democratic lawmaker was just unanimously reinstated just days after Republicans threw him and another Democrat out of the Tennessee legislature. As CBS's Mark Strassman reports, the representatives were removed after they led a protest over gun reform.
Suddenly, the so-called Tennessee Three are everywhere. In the streets of Nashville today, on television, and probably in state Republican nightmares. Former Democratic State Representatives Justin Pearson and Justin Jones.
So there is no democracy in Tennessee. Tennessee is the most undemocratic state in the nation.
You don't understand.
week, mostly white Republicans in the Tennessee House flexed their supermajority. They expelled two young black lawmakers from mocking House decorum with a bullhorn and bravado.
I'm concerned about the House floor following the process and procedures that are laid out that you should follow and not having a protest, as it was described earlier, on the House floor.
Jones's district included part of Nashville, and in a special session today, the city's Metro Council met to appoint an interim state rep. As expected, they named Jones in effect to replace himself until Tennessee's governor sets the date for a special election. If Republicans here hoped ousting the two Democrats would silence them, make them smaller, their tactic backfired. GOP leadership here got smaller, and Jones and Pearson now have a national voice. Justin Pearson faces his own vote on Wednesday in Memphis. The Shelby County Commission also has to appoint an interim state representative. And Pearson's camp told me today it's going to be a tough fight. Norah?
Mark Strassman, thank you very much. We want to turn now to the fast-moving developments in the battle over a key abortion drug. Today, the Justice Department appealed a federal judge's ruling that would block access to that drug, asking for an emergency stay. And hundreds of top executives at pharmaceutical firms also blasting the judge's decision. CBS's Weijia Jiang is at the White House on what this all means for women throughout the country.
Tonight, the White House is promising it will fight to keep the abortion pill mifepristone available to women. Jen Stein is the Biden administration's point person on abortion-related issues.
It is safe, it is effective, and there is no reason to be removing it from the market at this point.
The conservative Texas judge behind the ruling to ban the drug argues that the FDA improperly approved it 23 years ago, ignoring legitimate safety concerns. But at the time, the FDA actually spent triple the average amount of time studying the drug. Mifepristone is one of two approved pills that are used together to carry out more than half of legal abortions in the country. Over the weekend, protesters blasted the court decision.
This is going to create utter chaos, utter disruption of women's lives.
While supporters praised it.
The order is all about righting a wrong now.
Just after the Texas ruling, a Washington state judge did the opposite, blocking any changes to mifepristone's availability in 17 states and the District of Columbia, where Democrats sued. Today in Massachusetts, the governor announced her state has started stockpiling mifepristone, buying 15,000 doses. Senator Elizabeth Warren.
This extremist Texas judge reminds us that Roe will be on the ballot in 2024.
Some Republicans are already leaning into that fight.
Maybe it's come a point where House Republicans on the appropriation side have to defund FDA programs that don't make sense.
But today, 400 pharmaceutical leaders issued scorching condemnation of that Texas ruling, saying if courts can overturn approved drugs without regard for science, then every medicine is at risk of facing the same legal challenges as mifepristone. Norah?
It's quite a ruling, I'm saying, yeah. Weijia Jiang, thank you. Well, tonight, the mother of a 6-year-old boy who shot and wounded his teacher in a Virginia classroom is facing criminal charges. The grand jury indicted her on charges, including recklessly leaving a loaded firearm and endangering a child. The teacher, still recovering from the January shooting, filed a $40 million lawsuit last week, claiming school administrators ignored warnings that the boy had a gun at school and posed an imminent threat. The Pentagon said today the online leaks of highly classified documents present a very serious risk to national security. Those documents expose U.S. intelligence on Asia and the Middle East, but the biggest concern involves the war in Ukraine. CBS's Catherine Harrell on what's being done to limit the damage.
Tonight, Pentagon officials are scrambling to identify the source of leaked documents apparently meant for senior decision makers like the Joint Chiefs. Pages being drawn from secret military briefing books, including CIA updates. Not even the White House can say if the crisis is contained.
We don't know. We truly don't. Well, obviously, this is very detrimental.
Republican Congressman Mike Turner, chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, was briefed earlier today.
We don't know what else might be
find the source and to close down this source.
For the first time since the documents were identified on a popular gaming platform, the Pentagon is acknowledging the stakes.
In some cases, to contain sensitive and highly classified material.
With the spring offensive approaching, the documents apparently revealing Ukraine's reported need for new munitions, so acute its air defense could crumble. And indications a former intel official says the U.S. and others may be keeping tabs on President Zelensky's conversations.
Who or what benefits from the leaked documents?
Well, I think the Russians do for sure.
H.R. McMaster, a former national security advisor, told CBS News the apparent mix of authentic and doctored records looks like information warfare.
We have elements of truth that then are combined with false information for propaganda purposes.
Another document suggests Russian intelligence is compromised, apparently revealing plans to strike Ukrainian forces at a specific location and time.
They've shown the extent to which the United States and Ukraine are aware of what Russia's doing.
The Pentagon is investigating who had access to the classified materials, and the Justice Department has launched a criminal probe. Congressman Turner told CBS News it could amount to espionage. Norah? Catherine Herridge, thank you very much. China's military said today it's ready to fight after completing 3 days of large-scale war games that simulated the blockade of Taiwan. The island is self-governed, but China claims it as its own. CBS's Elizabeth Palmer reports the drills were a message to the U.S.
Chinese video shows the extent of the exercises, both human and hardware, including for the first time an aircraft carrier, the Shandong, as well as nuclear-capable bombers. Today's live fire drills rehearsed a blockade of Taiwan, and as this Chinese animation shows, strikes against specific targets on the island. In Beijing, the foreign ministry spokesman said the exercises were a serious warning to Taiwan's separatists and what he called external forces, that is, the U.S. and its allies. Specifically, their retaliation to the meeting in L.A. between President Tsai Ing-wen, who insists Taiwan will remain independent, and Speaker Kevin McCarthy, who signaled the U.S. would help protect it from China.
We will honor our obligation and reiterate our commitment to our shared values, behind which all Americans unite.
To the Taiwanese taking a break on Taipei's network of cycle trails, the exercises were unpleasant, but familiar. Taiwan's Coast Guard released video of sailors warning Chinese warships from a safe distance to back off, but they are seriously outmanned and outgunned, so there was a sigh of relief when the Chinese declared the exercises over this afternoon and headed home.
To everyone's relief, this round was just practice, but there is still a potential for war over Taiwan, which all sides say they want to avoid. Elizabeth Palmer, CBS News, Taipei. President Biden made some news today at the White House Easter egg roll. When asked if he's running for re-election next year, the president said, quote, "I plan on running," but he's not prepared to announce it just yet. We turn now to our special Text Time series as the April 18th deadline approaches to file your 2022 tax returns. In recent years, more than 75,000 Americans have lost $28 million in these IRS imposter scams. So in tonight's Money Watch, CBS's Nancy Chen has tips to protect your money and personal information.
Peak tax season comes with a warning.
What makes tax season so ripe for opportunity with scammers?
They know that we are stressed. Amy Knopfziger, AARP's fraud expert, says this year people should be on the lookout for IRS imposter scams. Working victims receive a phone call, text message, or email from the IRS saying back taxes are owed, or there's a problem with the return.
So we hear a lot of people being requested for prepaid gift card or even cryptocurrency.
She also says to pay close attention when hiring a tax preparer.
How did you feel when you found out that this was a scam?
Nauseous, sick.
Tiffany Maddox says a company she trusted took about a third of her refund.
Someone on Facebook sent me a message saying they had scammed them for $2,000, and that's when I started to worry.
Unscrupulous tax return services will leave you open to liability with errors, and in some cases, deposit your refund in their account.
Some tips experts say to keep in mind. The IRS will most likely contact you first by mail. Also, check the credentials of anyone you give your personal information to. And pay digitally.
Criminals will steal money from anyone. Doesn't matter if you're 15 or 75, they will steal your money. Whether it's $5 or $500,000, they don't care.
Staying on guard to keep your money protected. Nancy Chin, CBS News, New York.
And an important note, we're going to continue this series tomorrow, focusing on how you can maximize your refund. All right, tonight, an update on a surfer who is in serious condition after a terrifying shark attack in Hawaii. That's next.
Hi, I'm John and I'm from Dallas, Texas. My wife's name is Joy. We've been married 45 years. I'm taking a 2-year business course. I've been studying a lot. I've been producing and directing for over 50 years. It's a very detailed thing and the pressure's all on me. I noticed I really wasn't quite as sharp as I was. My boss told me about Prevagen and I started taking it. I feel sharper, my memory's a lot better. It just works.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription.
Like that bone? I got a great price on it.
Did you see my tail when that chewy box showed up?
Oh, I saw it.
My tail goes bonkers for treats at great prices. Sorry about the pause.
Save more on what they love with everyday great prices at Chewy.
For back pain, I've always been a take 2 and call in the morning guy. But my new doctor recommended Salon Plus. Without another pill upsetting my stomach, I get powerful, effective, and safe relief. Salon Plus, it's good medicine.
Meet Gold Bond Heals, a powerhouse lotion that moisturizes, heals, and smooths dry skin. 7 moisturizers and 3 vitamins. You can pay more, but you can't get more. Gold Bond, champion your skin.
Not flossing well? Then add the whoa of Listerine to your routine. New science shows it gets in between teeth to destroy 5 times more plaque above the gum line than floss for a cleaner, healthier mouth. Listerine, feel the whoa.
Red Lobster presents fun dining. Taste buds need not be faithful to one shrimp dish, thrilled and with shrimp 3 ways. Try the new Cajun Shrimp Trio, richly seasoned with Cajun flavor. It's a bold new way for shrimp 3 ways. Welcome to fun dining.
Even, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, brings you the Select Cut Mower. Customize the cut with 3 interchangeable blades. It cuts for over an hour on a single charge. Eagle, exclusively at Lowe's, Ace, and Eagle authorized dealers.
Stacy!
I'm the sizzle of this promposal. Tonight, sparks are gonna fly.
Kyle?
And while Romeo over here is trying to look cool, things are about to heat up.
Darn it, Kyle!
And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, you can end up paying for this yourself.
Sorry, Mr. Sunshine.
Really? So get all state and be better protected from mayhem, like me. That's a hard no.
On the Hawaiian island of Oahu, swimmers were warned to stay out of the water today after a man was attacked by a shark. The 58-year-old surfer was bitten on Sunday by what officials believe was an 8-foot-long tiger shark. This happened at a busy tourist spot near Honolulu. Other surfers helped to stop the bleeding before he was rushed to the hospital in serious condition. There's a new warning from the FBI how charging your phone at an airport or a hotel could put you at risk. That's just ahead.
You ever worry we'll live forever?
No, it's literally never crossed my mind.
What if we live to like 100? That's 35 years of being retired. I don't want to outlive our money, and I've been eating all these stupid chia seeds. I could totally live to be 100. Why do I keep taking such good care of myself?
Since we started working with Empower, we're able to get all our financial questions answered. So we don't have to worry.
So you never...
No, never.
Join 17 million people and take control of your financial future to empower what's next. Start today at empower.com.
I used to wait to run my dishwasher till it was super full. Now, I dish differently. I run it daily. Weekdays. Weekends. Sometimes after a big snack. You might think that's wasteful. Because even half loads use 80% less water than hand washing, saving up to $130 a year on utilities. And with Cascade Platinum Plus, you just scrape, load, done. So next time you're waiting to run it, just run it. Dare to dish different.
When pain says I'm here, I'll say, so it ain't. Just wanna leave 12 hours of uninterrupted pain relief. Aleve. Who do you take it for?
That's it? Yeah. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer makes it easy to compare home insurance options. Cool. What do we do now? We live.
Save time and money with Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. What you do afterwards is up to you.
I always thought that cigarette smoking just messed up your lungs. I never thought that at only 45 would give me a heart attack. My tip is, do your heart a favor and quit now.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
I'm Lynette. This is my husband, Arthur.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe her in her 70s.
I have recommended Consumer Cellular to so many people.
She was the one to convince me to come over to her side.
That's right.
Come over to Consumer Cellular and start saving. Get unlimited talk and text with a flexible data plan starting at just $20 a month.
The coverage has been excellent.
You know, it gives us exactly what we want.
You should go with Consumer Cellular.
Switch today. Call or go online.
When you wake up in the morning, we want to be your go-to team.
Your morning routine, just like that. CBS Mornings.
You can feel safe traveling to the best places in New York with the best auto insurance in New York. J.D. Power ranks NYCM Insurance #1 in customer satisfaction among auto insurers in New York and best in price.
Obituaries every weekday in the morning, at noon, and at first at 5 on 7 News. Remembering the recently departed. Obituary sponsored by A. Causey Monument and Phillips Memorial Home.
A new warning from the FBI: don't use those free charging stations in airports, hotels, or shopping centers. Criminals have figured out ways to use public USB ports to infect devices with malware and monitoring software. The agency is advising the public to bring their own cables and charging bricks. It's interesting, right? And there's a #1 golfer after a wet and wild weekend at the Masters. That story's next.
Moderate to severe eczema doesn't care if you have a date or a day off. Get out in front of it with Sabinco for those who didn't respond to past treatments. Once daily Sabinco proactively treats eczema, whether you're flaring or not.
Sabinco can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections and do blood tests. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, or are prone to infections. Do not take with medicines that prevent blood clots, serious, sometimes fatal infections, lymphoma, lung, skin, and other cancers. Serious heart-related events and blood clots can happen. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors have an increased risk of serious heart-related events or death with JAK inhibitors.
Get out in front of eczema. Ask your doctor about Sabinco.
She is fearless. Parts on the line. Depend silhouette, keeping leaks off her mind. Comfortable in shapewear fabric, she moves with ease. Confident on nights like these. Depend silhouette. The only thing stronger than us is you. Dry skin is sensitive skin too. And it's natural. Treat it that way. Aveeno Daily Moisture with prebiotic oat is proven to moisturize dry skin all day. You'll love our formula for face too. Aveeno.
With Allegra, allergies don't hold us back. Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. And unlike Zyrtec, it won't make us drowsy, so you can live your greatness. And Allegra hives work from the inside to relieve itching and reduce hives for 24 hours. Now ABT professionally installs Google Nest products. So your home is safe and smart.
Darn the system, you should go.
When your most trusted security adds the intelligence of Google, you have a home with no worries. Brought to you by ADT.
We found the right model. Now what will make you feel comfortable with the price? Well, no one made me feel more comfortable than my kindergarten teacher, Miss Jane.
This one is special. This one is also special.
What's really special is saying, show me the Carfax value. You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history. Look for me and stop overpaying. Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
When you have chronic kidney disease, there are places you'd like to be. Like here, and here, and here.
It can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in women and men, and blood sugar. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may lead to death. A rare, life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum. Stop taking first aid. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis. And don't take it if you are on dialysis.
Put yourself in the driver's seat. Remember to ask your doctor for first aid for chronic kidney disease. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
This week, Colbert's New with Nicolas Cage, Brian Cox, Representative Katie Porter, and Jennifer Garner. This week on CBS.
We just had to end tonight at Augusta National, where John Rahm won his first green jacket on a thrilling marathon Sunday at the Masters. Here's CBS's Jim Axelrod.
There was so much poetry in John Rahm's victory. 40 years after his hero, the late Spanish great Seve Ballesteros, won his second green jacket, Rahm won his first on what would have been Seve's 66th birthday.
Is this reality meeting your dreams, or is this reality exceeding your dreams?
Exceeding.
The ovation, the feel of that ovation, and then being with my family, do everything that comes with the ceremony of the green jacket and everything afterward.
Rahm came to the U.S. a decade ago, improving his golf game at Arizona State and his English through popular culture.
Just wish there was a way I didn't have to say science. What should I do?
I had a couple seasons of How I Met Your Mother downloaded, and I kept watching them over and over with English subtitles and Spanish subtitles.
There were other captivating storylines. At 52, former Masters champ Phil Mickelson, who plays on the Saudi-backed Live Golf Tour, became the oldest runner-up ever. As for Tiger Woods, his battered 47-year-old body couldn't survive the third round.
If he's still living by his old standard, which is either you win or you fail, then I think Tiger's going to exit stage right pretty quick.
Tiger and Phil still grab attention, but this Masters put a 28-year-old in the spotlight, and his star turn ended a week of wet and windy weather, bathed in sunshine. Jim Axelrod, CBS News, Augusta.
It was thrilling to watch. Congratulations to John Rahm, and Augusta National did an incredible job. That's tonight's CBS Evening News. I'm Norah.